Hi, everyone. It's Rabbi David. Just wanted to check in with everybody. We are now in the new phase of restrictions on where we can go and where we should be. As a rabbi, I'm tempted to make a joke about the minyan reference that we can all make on staying in groups of less than 10 people, but I'm guessing that that's only been done about a bazillion times in the past 24 hours, so I'll refrain. But kidding aside, we're at the beginning of a process, which is going to take us a while to work through. And the virus, as it spreads, is going to continue to be scary, and our response to this virus is going to force us to be isolating ourselves from one another into much smaller groups, actually retreating into our homes and finding ourselves making some very difficult choices. We will find ourselves thinking about how best to do things and realizing that there's no clear-cut right answer. For example, a friend of mine is struggling with, does she bring her old elderly mom to her apartment, to her home, instead of leaving her in her apartment, which is part of an adult living facility. And it creates a dilemma. Is her mother better off being in a place where there's her social structure and limited access by others to her, even though she will congregate and obviously be exposed? Or is she better off going to the daughter's home, where the daughter actually is also suffering from some issues and might find herself compromised by the influences that her mother brings to her home? Hard to say. Keeping mom in place is as compassionate a choice as sending mom to live with her daughter. And I'm not sure what the right answer was, and I wasn't able to give much counsel other than point out those two things. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. Same situation with us, like so many of you, I'm sure, we're thinking about the Seder. Our parents, they're wonderful people. We can't imagine having a Seder with them at this point in time, and we can't imagine having a Seder without them. Because what would a Seder be without the matriarch and patriarch of the family? We're struggling. We're all struggling. The answers are going to be hard. Continue to talk to each other, have these conversations, and understand that most of us are coming from a place of compassion and also, again, not a clear-cut right or wrong answer. You and your partner may be looking at exactly the same set of facts and come to a precisely different conclusion on how best to handle things. So we're going to have to play this by ear. We're going to have to be comfortable, and even when decisions are made that seem to be a little bit off with what you would think is the right decision, we have to be willing to be patient and forgiving, presuming that those decisions are being made with the best of intentions. And by the way, when we meet people out in the supermarket and they're elbowing you out of the way to get the last bottle of Purell or that last package of toilet paper, because, God forbid we run out of toilet paper, can we find compassion in place of that elbow that we really want to give to that person? Can we find space for forgiveness there when people aren't acting at their best? Because what we're going to find is in these situations, people will have the opportunity to act their best. This will bring out the best in so many people. And it's also going to bring out some of the worst in some people. And it's going to be exacerbated as this situation drags on, and it probably will continue for quite a while. So we're all going to be tested. So be careful, be safe, be forgiving, be patient, be your best self, communicate with your partner, act with loving kindness, and we will get through this. All the best. Stay well.